Welcome to DWBIADDA channel. Please subscribe for latest training videos.
Welcome to DWBIADDA Angular tutorials. Today we are going to discuss about services. To create one service, we are going to use one command. The command is, so first we have to go to the command prompt. Once we open the command prompt, so git bash, we'll type a command ng generate service, then the service name. Right. So after we press enter, service will be generated and a file will be created. So when we look at that file which got generated just now, will look like this, but it won't be having HTTP, OF and MAP lines into it. It will be having just injectable line into it. So these three lines I have wrote into this code. I'll explain you. So HTTP means the HTTP client with which we will call the service, and RX, JX are the observers. So HTTP I have declared and kept that in constructor, and I'm using this .http.get to call a service. So after the creation of the inclusion of the HTTP as a variable, we are writing this .http.get, and we are hitting a local URL that is assets/data/topic.json, which is a local file. So we are getting the JSON back from it. So after getting this JSON back, we will use this JSON as and when required in the project. So basically, this HTTP is a promise. So when you subscribe to this HTTP as a promise, it will definitely return some data. It will either return a server response, either server problem, or there is any network problem, network connection is not working, something like this. It will definitely return a response that is potential. So the use of HTTP as a promise is this. The next part is how we include this service in app.module.ts. So in app.module.ts, you will import the service like this from its path, and then you have to add this service into the providers. Otherwise, this service won't work, because this is telling the project or Angular that this service exists and it acts as a provider. So there are other two statements which we need to include. One is the HTTP client module, and one is the HTTP module, and we need to import these statements within the imports area. Otherwise, you will get a static inject error, and this is a very important step. We can't miss it to make a HTTP server working. So after importing these two in the import section, we are telling the Angular that HTTP module and HTTP client module exist, and you can use these two within HTTP request, within service, or within any component, and we need to do it in app.module.ts. So over here I have declared two functions. One is get data and one is process data. So this is our HTTP client, so we have imported here, and then we added this variable inside the constructor, and we are using that server as this notation. So this HTTP is firing an GET request, and this GET request is configured on top of a URL. It is assets.data.topics.json. So I have used a static URL here. You can use HTTP URL here as well. So that URL will either be your local URL or your local host URL or any of the external URL, HTTP :// URL name / whatever the service name is. So after this, I have used pipe and then map. So what these two steps are doing? These two steps are when a service has been called, this URL will get hit and it will return the response within this pipe and then map method. And when the response will come here, then as I have another function called process data, so I have called a function process data, and then whatever the response has come, I have passed into the process data. So data, which is the parameter, which is process data, is accepting is the data which has been returned from this URL, and this HTTP is hitting this URL. So what this URL is? So basically in assets folder, in data folder, as you have seen, I have copied a file called topic.json. So this is the dummy JSON I have. So this is the dummy JSON which I have. I have get this JSON through a hit through HTTP client GET request and passed whatever the response come to the function process data. And then after that, if I want to process data, means I want to make changes into the data, it's a big JSON, I just need a few chunks of that JSON, I can like filter data over here. Or either I have a different type of UI, I want the data in a specified JSON format which is not coming from the the URL or the service. So what you will do, you can like get the data and then change the structure of the data and change the structure of data according to your needs of the UI. So after this is the function from where I'm calling the get data function. So how you will call a service function? You need to import this service inside the page like this. So service has been imported here. After this, I have done inside the constructor. You can see that I have made the service variable as a conf data. So with this .conf data, I have called the function get data and I have subscribed to that function. How I am able to subscribe? Because I'm using HTTP promise method, and subscribe means that I am subscribing to one request to the get data. Please hit that URL, give me the data back. So over here, this is how I subscribe to that function. So when I receive that data, I will get the data back. Then data, I can process that data, filter that data according to my needs. Then after that, the subscribe function will receive the data as a data object inside the first component of this file. So after this, so I can assign this data to whichever variable or array I'm using within an UI. We will discuss about the rest of the technique in the next tutorial, so stay tuned. Thank you.